Hello students, welcome you all again in the third lecture of Robotics and Automation. The topic of this video lecture is classification of robots. Learning objectives of this video lecture. By the end of this lecture, students will understand how robots are classified based on different criteria. Learn about various types of robots and their real world applications. Hello everyone and welcome to today's lecture. Robots are machines designed to perform tasks automatically or with human control. However, not all robots are the same. Some are used in factories, others in hospitals, and some even work in space. To study robots properly, we need to classify them into different types. Today, we will discuss 5 major ways robots can be classified. One is based on their application, that is what they do. Second is based on their coordinate system, that is how they move. Third is based on their actuation system, that is what powers them. Fourth is based on their control method, that is how they are controlled. And fifth one is based on their programming method, that is how they are programmed. So let's start with the first classification. It is classification based on application, that is what the robot does. So first type is industrial robots. In figure you can see the industrial robots. It is automation in the industry. Industrial robots are used in factories and manufacturing units. They help in making cars, electronic devices, machinery and other products. These robots are designed to work fast, accurately and without getting tired. Example is the robotic arms in car factories, CNC machining robots. Then second type based on the application is medical robots. Medical robots assist in hospitals and clinics. They are used for surgeries, rehabilitation and patient care. Examples are surgical robots, rehabilitation robots. Third type is military and defense robots. Military robots are used in defense, surveillance and combat. They are designed to operate in dangerous areas where human soldiers might be at risk. Examples are bomb disposal robots, which detect and defuse bombs safely, and surveillance robots or surveillance drones used for spying, monitoring enemy movements and collecting intelligence. And fourth type is the service robots used in homes, offices and hospitals. Main jobs of service robots are cleaning, security, personal assistance. Examples vacuum cleaning robots. Advantage is reduces human effort and limitation is limited to specific tasks. Then fifth robot is humanoid robots used in research, education and entertainment. And the main job of this humanoid robot is interacting with humans and answering the questions. Example is Sophia by Hanson Robotics. Advantage is can mimic human emotions. Sophia robot can mimic human emotions. And limitation is still lacks full human intelligence. Then classification based on coordinate system, that is how the robot moves. First type is a Cartesian robots, that is a rectangular motion. Movement, it moves in straight line along the x, y and z axis, and the structure is three linear joints are there like an elevator. So see in this diagram, three joints are there. This is first joint, this is second joint and this is third joint. So this is a motion along x-axis, this is motion along z-axis, and the vertical motion, that is motion along y-axis. And the example is 3D printers, CNC machines. Advantage is a high accuracy and limitation is takes up a lot space. Then the second type is cylindrical robots. You can see in the diagram. Movement rotates and moves up and down like a telescope. So it can rotate along y-axis and it can move up and down, and it also moves along z-axis. Example is warehouse picking robots and welding robots. Advantage is works well in a tight spaces. Limitation is limited range of motion. Then third type is a spherical robot, that is polar robot. You can see in the diagram. It rotates along y-axis. It also rotates along z-axis and it moves along z-axis. The movement moves in circular and linear directions. Structure is a two rotating joints and one linear joint. Two rotating joints are there. You can see in this diagram. This is first rotating joint. This is second rotating joint, and one linear joint is there. Example is NASA robotic arms for space research. Advantage, can reach different angles, and but it requires precise programming. Then the fourth type is articulated robots, that is multi-joint robots. You can see in this diagram, many joints are there. This is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, like this. Six axes are there. This is first axis. It can rotate along one axis. It can rotate along this second axis. It can rotate along this third axis. It can also rotate along this fourth axis. It can rotate along z axis, and it can rotate along sixth axis, fifth axis, and sixth axis. It moves like a human arm using multiple joints. 3 or more rotary joints are there. Example is automated robotic arm in factories. Advantage, can perform complex tasks, but it is expensive and requires maintenance. Then the last type is SCARA robots, that is selective compliance assembly robot arm. You can see in the diagram. It moves in a horizontal plane with a combination of rotary and linear motion. Two rotary joints are there for horizontal movement and one vertical linear axis is there. Example is used in pick and place operations and assembly lines. Advantage is a high speed and precise movement for repetitive tasks, but limited flexibility in vertical movement compared to articulated robots. In the next category is classification based on actuation system, that is how the robot is powered. First type is electric robots. It is powered by motors and batteries. Example is drones that are robotic vacuum cleaners. Advantage is energy efficient, but there is a limited power supply or battery. Then the second type is hydraulic robots. It is powered by pressurized liquid, that is oil or water. Example is excavator robots in construction. Advantage is lifts heavy loads, but risk of oil leakage is there. Then the third type is pneumatic robots, powered by compressed air. Example is soft robotic grippers for packaging. It is fast and lightweight, but it requires air compressor. Then next category is classification based on control method. That is how the robot is operated. First is a manual robots, controlled by remote control or human commands. Example is bomb disposal robots or underwater drones. Advantage is full human control, but it requires an operator. Then the second type is autonomous robots controlled by AI sensors and algorithms. Example is self-driving cars, delivery drones. Advantage is works without human supervision, but it needs advanced AI programming. So thank you very much. Subscribe Tantra Shikshan YouTube channel, the channel for mechanical engineering video lectures.